Hi everyone, welcome back to my daily dose of CISSP. Today we are going to look after due diligence and due care. So a lot of times students ask me, sir, we are confused between what is due diligence and what is due care. So now to understand due diligence, just keep in mind that due diligence is a broader spectrum of actions that you take, and due care are the smaller actions which you take to achieve due diligence. So this will be due care. And once you take due care, you achieve due diligence. Okay. That is something core fundamental basics, which you would keep in mind. So now once you look at organizational practices by doing bigger things like having a governance committee on board, issuing policies, creating baseline procedures, they all show that you were diligent in your actions. Due diligence is a legally defendable term. That means if I am able to showcase that I was due diligent, then probably my position legally will be defensible. In case of the solar wind hack, where the CISO has been charged with the SEC, if the CISO of SolarWind is able to prove due diligence, what will happen is he probably will go unmarked or unscathed, okay, from this case. So due diligence is a very, very important part of organizational hierarchy and governance, because the senior management has to prove if something goes wrong that they were due diligent in their actions, that they created a governance committee, they had policies, standard, baselines, they did due audits and everything. All the processes were well defined and were actually carried out. Now, due care would be actually to carry out those actions which will meet the due diligence criteria, right? So if I have created policy for patch management, but if I don't check whether patch management is being done or not, then probably my due diligence efforts will fail. But if I ensure that patch management happens regularly, and a junior manager or a manager is ensuring that patches are managed as per the vulnerability ranking, then the manager at the junior manager has taken due care efforts so that the overall organizational due diligence is proven if something goes wrong, right? So the small actions which we take are due care. The bigger action or the bigger principle under which due care will fall is due diligence. Okay, some basic differences are there flashed on the slides, that it is a concept about making informed decisions. So having a governance body is taking an informed decision, right? Whereas due care is the best effort put forward to be reasonable, right? So if I know that I am under below 18 and I should not be driving, that is a due care, right? But if you look at as a parent, if you have a kid who is below 18 and you have not been due diligent and you let your son drive the car, even if he's under 18, probably the law will be falling in a much more harsher way for you, because you are supposed to be the guardian of your son, parent of your son, and you need to be diligent in giving the access to the car to a minor son, right? So at your son's level, if he takes a decision of not driving the car, he has given a best person effort to not drive the car and go against the law. Whereas as a parent, by not giving access to the car, that is probably something which will help you prove due diligence in case something goes wrong. Generally, due diligence is something which at a management level is being talked about, right? Now, this is a question for all of you, and we will try to see where do we, apply the concept of due diligence. So the question says, as the Chief Information Security Officer of a global e-commerce company, you are tasked with acquiring a new software, okay, solution to enhance the organization's payment processing system. During the evaluation process, you identify a potential vendor that offers a promising solution with advanced security features. Okay, what steps should you take to exercise due diligence before finalizing the procurement of the software. So as always, I'll start from the bottom. So first is engaging in a thorough evaluation of software functionality and performance to ensure it meets the company's specific payment processing needs. Seems to be a right answer. Okay. Assessing the software's compliance with industry standards and regulations such as PCI DSS. Now, that's very specific. Now, that specific will probably fall under the purview of maybe due care. So let's put that as a question mark. Reviewing the vendor's history and reputation in the industry, including any previous security breaches or incidents. Well, that is also could be a part of due diligence. All the answers seem correct. Conducting a comprehensive risk assessment to evaluate the potential security risks associated with the new software solution. Right. Now, if you look at this, out of all of this, actually point B, C, and D, they are all due care actions which are generally part of the risk assessment process. So most likely the answer I will choose is A, conducting a comprehensive risk assessment to assess the vendor's capability to deliver the software which I need, right? Let's see. And I think I was correct. So conducting a comprehensive risk assessment, right? Because B, C, and D are actually not due diligence. They are probably part of due care steps, which will make you achieve due diligence. So with that, we come to the end of today's session of Daily Dose. And this is a very important topic for CISSP. I hope you guys like it. If you like it, then please click the like button and subscribe to our channel for Daily Dose of CISSP. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.